Okay guys, this is an update video from the video I did in 2011 in the summer. Now it is 2020, as you can see on your screen. It is the beginning of the Chinese New Year, and this is going to be an update of 9 years from the previous video before. You can see it's extremely high season right now. I'm going to take a walking tour. Last tour is about 11 minutes long. So we'll keep it around the same or under, but you'll see a lot of different faces than you did 11 years ago. You can see a lot of different people this time. So let's go ahead and take a walking tour of this. Here we go. Pretty loud and much busier than it was in 2011 in the July. What you're gonna see now is a little bit of mixture of everybody now. Before, in 2011, it was a different type of tourist. Now you're gonna see most of the tourists now are Chinese, Japanese, Russians, Middle East, and a few Western people. Actually control a lot about the Russians. Most of the Russians travel here and actually live here in Pattaya. A lot of the Middle East, from India and Pakistan also come here for travel, but a lot of them actually go ahead and live here as well. As you can see, it's pretty festive here on Chinese New Year as it goes here. So just take a nice little stroll here. As you guys can see how busy it is here. Pretty bright. Again, this is the beginning of the Chinese New Year in 2020. To give you a really good overview of what is going on here in Pattaya. It has definitely changed a lot in terms of demographics in the last 9 years. As you can see, a lot of the Chinese, Japanese, a lot of the white. The other ones are a lot of Russians, not from America or UK or Australia. Still have a lot of families coming here because Pattaya is a fun place for kids. They've definitely updated a lot of things to do for kids here, but I will do a different video explaining that a little bit later. Here is just going to be a walking tour only of Pattaya and Walking Street, the most famous street probably in Asia. As you can see, it's pretty busy all the way through. Clubs everywhere, dancing clubs, bars, as you can see, all the way through. The bars here now are a little bit different. It seems like they change owners about every few years or so. A lot of the Russians now own the bars, and if they're into different type of bars, also the Middle Eastern bars also. So you can see it's pretty darn loud here tonight. Beginning of Chinese New Year will start tomorrow. So you can see it's pretty darn festive right now. All the way through, as you can see. Have a little bit of everything. Still the same as was in 2011. The bars, clothes for sales, working girls, a little bit of most of the restaurants are towards the end of Walking Street, not in the middle. But you have a few in the middle, but most are towards the end of the seafood restaurants. Some of the working girls here and the nightclubs, as you can see here on both sides. drinking beer here is actually pretty affordable. It's not very expensive. Here though, it's about 90 baht for a beer, but during the day at the bars on the other streets, it's actually much cheaper than 90 baht. So here it's a little bit more expensive. It is at nighttime, of course. So you kind of see a mixture of young and old, Chinese, Japanese, Middle East, Russian, Westerners from Australia, New Zealand, UK, USA. Kind of like about halfway down the walk right now. We're going to be soon coming into the restaurant area, but about halfway. Walking street, the main part is only about 1.1 kilometer. If you're interested in how long it is, about 1.1 kilometer. Some of the larger bar areas here. Here's some of your shops, your clothes. Walking street, as you can see, listen to it. Larger set of bars here. Now we're getting a little bit towards the end now. It's about 600 or so meters now into Walking Street already. And this is where I told you you're going to see a little bit more of the restaurant area. Yeah, if you're going to come here on the holidays, Walking Street is pretty famous, and it's good to try to get a hotel that's kind of on Beach Street. It's called Beach Street or 2nd Street, and you're pretty close to Walking Street. If you want to be close to all the nightlife and the action and a lot of restaurants and all the streets, it's best to keep it kind of close. They even have now Indian nightclubs now. Before they did not, but now they do. So a little bit of flavor and different types of nightclubs here. Now you can see we're coming towards the end of Walking Street, about maybe another 200 meters. I've already walked about 800 meters so far. And as I said, there's many different restaurants along the area. So we got a lot of shops here still for shopping, clothing, things like that. But it's quite busy tonight, as you can see. Pattaya Walking Street will stay open till at least 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and after that it gets kind of like dies down here. We're coming towards the end. As you can see, it's getting a little bit dark at the end there. This is the end of our video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. As you see, it's a little bit busier than it was 2011 and changed the demographics. And I'll go ahead and do a different video, giving more of the changes in Pattaya, as you guys can see over the last 9 years, with the type of people that come here through Pattaya, walking street, enjoying it. And I'll update that on another video. All right, John here signing out. Take care. Again, this is the Chinese New Year 2020 at the end of third week of June. Sorry, third week of January. Thank you. Bye-bye.